Hello, my friend. Welcome to my timeline. My name is Jess. This is the first time we're meeting. Welcome. And if you are returning, so happy to see you. Hope you're doing really well today. It's December 10th or 11th. I do this every day. You think that I would know the actual date. It's getting close to the full moon, number one, and it's getting close to the winter equinox. And so this to me feels like a super important and impactful time. With the full moon, there's so much energy that's building. There's so much opportunity for, I want to say, enlightenment, understanding, and then also an opportunity to simply release and surrender to your life and what is happening. Surrender has been a big theme, a big word that I've been playing around with, especially over the past, for quite some time, but it's become really pronounced in the past few weeks. And for somebody who thinks she's in control of everything and tries to utilize her will to make things happen, surrender is quite the challenge. And I wish I had some practical insights in how specifically I'm doing that, but it's just simply a acknowledgement that there's some things that I just can't push my way through. And sometimes I have to just let things be. And even though I have all of these ideas and thoughts and inspirations, it doesn't mean that they're all going to materialize. I'm not left-handed. I can't really snap. So that dramatic effect was not great. I'm feeling really energized and good today and just so grateful. And my heart just feels so full. My heart just feels so full. This is the time in my personal cycle where things feel like they're moving and I have all of this energy to put into my creative pursuits and my passions. And the reminder is to surrender to these ideas and say, oh, that sounds great. Like that might be the thing for you, but you need to sit and digest it and kind of wait to see. There's been so many times in my life where, and I still am playing with this because I'm noticing that there's times to really push forward through things, and there's times to just let things happen. And there's this worry when you're surrendering. There's this worry that you're not doing enough. And I think a piece of that is culturally we're taught to just keep going, to keep pushing, to achieve. In order to get what you want, you have to keep following these steps. How many ads do you see? How many videos are there out there? How many self-help books that are all about basically forcing yourself to do things in order to achieve XYZ? And I believe in my heart, you have to keep utilizing your energy during critical times in order to make shifts and changes when the energy is there to support you. But I think we've all experienced times where we're pushing, we're tired, our body is showing signs that it's uncomfortable, and the more that you push, the more that you burn out. The more that you push, the more that your nervous system feels like it's just on fire. And you're trying to do so much, but really, sometimes you need to just let it all go. And it may come back around, or maybe there's things behind the scenes that are happening and it's just not quite the right time. I've been thinking a lot again about these cycles in our lives and these lessons. And there's so many pieces to this puzzle, but I love to look through the lens of astrology. And these planets, they have cycles, and we can track that. It's math, right? It's physics. It's just, there's you can track it. You can track it. We have the technology to show thousands and thousands of years in the past and thousands of years in the future. We can see exactly what the alignment is going to be throughout the entire span of human history, basically. And what that shows me is that in our lives as well, just like the seasons, just like so many things, but just like the seasons, I feel like that's the easiest way to kind of connect the dots, because we have these seasonal shifts, right? Like we're coming up on the winter equinox, which means that the world is going to literally slow down, and it takes a pause. We come to that point where things are equal light, equal dark. We've been getting, there's less sun, and then it pauses, and then all of a sudden we start gaining more daylight. But it's so fascinating because it's the day that winter begins. And winter is typically it's associated with stillness, rest. There's nothing growing, right? Everything is like incubating. Everything is like under the surface. Everything is slowed down. We're conserving our energy in order to prepare for the next seasonal shift, which will burst forward new life. And so, how can we connect that with our lives and how we're feeling and the energy that we're feeling? Because I don't know about you, but like I went to bed at like 7:30 yesterday. Like I have needed so much more rest. So much more rest. And I have to create energy in very specific ways, where in the summertime, things are just like bustling. You just have this natural energy that's behind you. But in the wintertime, you have to like consciously create those shifts in energy to push things forward. But when you try to push things and you're getting hit with a brick wall, and your body is rejecting it, it's like you have to kind of switch gears and be like, oh yeah, this is it's a receptive season. It's complicated. Like it is complicated. It's complicated to explain. In that I don't have all the answers, and I'm just working through it in my own way, and I'm trying to express it through language, which is, gosh, one of the most challenging things, in my opinion, to do. Communication is so it's so vital, obviously, to understanding, but like it's not my job to convince anyone, because in my opinion, you're not going to believe anything that I say is as truth unless you experience it in your own life. And so I do my best to speak from I statements, and to sit, I do say you a lot, but I mean what I mean is like you as in me. And so when I'm speaking, it's from my own experience and what I've gone through in my life and what I've noticed throughout these cycles and these seasons and these shifts. And I just hope that you can explore them in your own life, because it's pretty amazing, in my opinion. It's pretty amazing to notice all these like universal laws and universal truths happening in your daily life just through conscious awareness that they're happening. It's a cool thing we get to do here. Really is. Really, really is. I just want to say thank you, truly, for being here. I'm so I'm so grateful to be able to speak on all of these ideas. It's fun. And with that, my friends, take good care. I'll see you tomorrow.